Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I am Rowsell, and it's once again time to crash the Skylanders with another story time here on the channel. I mean story time by reading your fan fictions. So, Make3.0Shine, you've probably seen him in a couple of videos. He's very common in the live streams. He comes up with those really weird top 10s and stuff, and I hope he's okay. He wrote a fanfiction. So far, it has 5 chapters with 2,712 words, and I gotta say, it's phenomenal. So I'm gonna leave a link to his channel and this fanfiction in the description if you guys want to read it. I'm not doing a face cam for this one. I'm just gonna read the story for you guys. So I'm gonna read the 5 chapters, and we need you guys to encourage him to get more chapters out, because I will be reading every chapter on this for sure, and if you guys enjoyed, I will read it out on the channel too. So go give him some love in the comments below and on his channel and all that. So welcome to Crash the Skylands, SkyTubers Awakening. So the backstory of this is Crash had just gotten home from an ordinary day of work, but as soon as he entered the room of his bash shrine, little did he know it would be the ride of his life. Pretty exciting for this one. I really like this one. So chapter 1 is called Flashed Before My Eyes. Becs, I'm home. I finally reached my house after a long, sweaty day of work. I was really tired, but in the end, you gotta stay positive. And it's safe to say today was a pretty lucky day. Found some money on the floor, and work wasn't too bad. I watched as Becs came over to hug me. She seemed frightened, unsure. She seemed like she was really anticipating my arrival. Becs, are you okay? I asked, clearly seeing that she wasn't okay. Suddenly, she took my hand and took me to my bash shrine, my most prized possession. But it was different. All the bashes were gone, and the portal was continuously lighting up. Huh, I wondered. Don't worry, Becs, I probably just misplaced all of my bashes, and the portal's just glitching. I went to a room with all the Skylanders to look for bash, except it wasn't full of Skylanders. It was empty. All my Skylanders were gone, along with the Skylanders games. I swallowed. It looks like this goes deeper than I thought. I carefully went back to the bash shrine, which was now devoid of bash. I gently approached the portal, but what happened next was unexpected. My whole body began to sink into the portal, which was making weird electric noises. The TV flickered on and off while I got sucked in. Becs was shocked, and so was I. She tried pulling me out, but it was no use. The portal was too strong, and it pulled us both in. What happened next really changed everything. End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is called Greetings, Portal Master. Wow, that sounds pretty good. Right into Chapter 2. For a while, it seemed like existence was fading. Becs and I were slowly falling into insanity, and quite literally. We both ended up in some sort of blue swirling vortex and were spinning like crazy. We couldn't see much, but I could faintly make out an air symbol. Suddenly, it all stopped, and we were standing in the middle of the vortex that had air symbol. I then slowly gathered my thoughts and figured out where we were. We were Skylanders. I heard a familiar Skylander voice or announcer saying, "Crash and Becs! Crash and Becs!" I was shocked. Why did this happen? Why is this so sudden? However, I couldn't just stand there. I realized if I was going to be a Skylander, I needed to say my catchphrase. So I timidly say, "Greetings, fellow Poltermasters!" And we were zoomed into Skylands. We were both on a gray, dusty floor of what seemed like Skylanders Academy. I looked up to see if it was true. We were in Skylands after all. Master Eon stood in front of us, reaching out his hand to help us up. I got up, and after a while, so did Becs. I could tell she was more freaked out than me. Her eyes were crazy looking. Her hair was all over the place. I can help with that," Master Eon said. 2 brushes appeared and started combing Becs' hair. As for me, my glasses were a bit cracked, but other than that, I was surprisingly fine. But with a click of Eon's fingers, the glasses were just like new. You're Master Eon!" I stuttered, desperately trying to sound calm. My heart was racing as fast as Flynn's ships. I couldn't believe this was happening. "Yes, I am, and I'm glad it worked," Eon replied with a smile on his face. "What's going on?" Becs shrieked, clear as still out of her mind from the swirling vortex. It's not hard to be honest. Yeah, what worked? Why are we here?" I asked. I needed answers before I passed out from excitement. "As you are aware, you are in the magical world known as Skylands," said Eon. "It is a magical place full of legendary heroes, the Skylanders." Although it was cool to see Master Eon say those words directly to us. "Yeah, but that doesn't answer why we're here," I said. Eon looked at me worryingly. "I'm afraid Chaos is back to his evil plans," explained Eon. "Now he's invented a time machine, allowing him to go back in time and bring some of the inventions to the present. With it, he has managed to release chaos all around Skylands. Chompies, Archeans, Drow, Greebles, and worse, his ancestors and the Doom Raiders are back." I looked at Eon confused. "But doesn't Chaos hate the Doom Raiders?" I pointed out. "Yes, but he made 2 other things, one of them being a mind control gun. He can control anyone," said Eon. "Luckily, we managed to mind control proof the Skylanders, and we need to mind control proof you too." He proceeded to give us potions. "They were made by Pop Fizz himself. This will stop you from turning on us, he said. Becs and I both carefully drank it. We knew it was for our own good, but we figured we should probably be careful with anything Pop Fizz conjures up. Okay, now that that's done, what's the other thing he made? I asked. Probably his most wicked plan yet, Ian warned. He made some device which would allow him to go into different universes. We managed to get a hold of one, which is how you two managed to get here. It all started to make sense now, but, he continues, he plans to use it to conquer every universe that ever exists. Now, we must stop him before he can accomplish what he wants to. I nodded. I understand, Master Ian. We can get going when you want, I said before he interrupted. But wait, there's one more thing, he revealed. I didn't just summon you here. A few of your fellow SkyTubers have decided to come along with you. I gasped. Out of nowhere, the fireplace in the academy lifted up, and out came some familiar faces. Jab28, Brylander, Portalmaster 9351, Ignite the Fire, and Takedown Gaming. However, there was one more person. My sworn enemy. Skydad was there. End of Chapter 2. Go to Chapter 3. I love this story, so good. Chapter 3, Meeting the Skylanders. Skydad, I said in a rough voice. I looked at him angrily while he looked at me like he didn't know me. Hey, calm down, Crash, Jap assured. We're gonna have to get used to him when he's gonna be on our team. I sighed. Jap was right. Okay, hi guys, I said, trying to sound excited. They looked at me weirdly. There's no time for this, Eon alarmed. We must go quickly before you go. Take this. He gave us all 15,000 gold each. Use that to get yourself some upgrades from Persephone, Eon advised. Then, go to the armory, and when you're ready, talk to Flynn and get going to Chaos's castle. We followed his orders, and after a few hours of upgrades and training, we were ready to take on Chaos. Not bad for a couple hours. Didn't Eon said he was going to give us all a Skylander each? Brylander checked. Ironically, just as he said that, a bunch of Skylanders came to us. Of course, I got bashed. Rock and roll, buddy! I said, trying to act cool in front of Bash. That's right, I did his voice in front of him. I looked around. I saw that Jap got Magna Charge. Wow, Magna, you're really attractive, Jap said. I facepalmed so hard that I'm pretty sure it made a mark on my face. Obviously, Magna Charge went away and Jap chased after him. Apologized for the terrible joke. No, I'm sorry. Brylander got Smolder Dash. Well, it was technically Smolder Dash, but it's a chase variant, so it doesn't appear in game. So, you're hot and cool? Brylander asked. She nodded, and they both walked out to talk to each other. Portalmaster got Blackout, which is sort of ironic when you think about it. First, I get your figure, and now I get you in real life? Awesome! Portalmaster cheered. Ignite got Igniter, which, I mean, who wouldn't he get? Oh yeah, we're gonna be the best duo, Ignite boasted. Nah, I think ours is better, Takedown interrupted. He got Eruptor, so you could tell he was a bit happier than usual. Hey, Eruptor, could you ask Sonic Boom if Skylanders promote? He asked before getting rudely interrupted. Hey guys, look who I got! Skydad screamed at the top of his lungs. I looked up to see something huge. Skydad and the kids were riding Thumpback. As much as I don't like them, it was kind of cool. Still, I was almost deaf from Skydad's yelling. I rolled my eyes like it was nothing special, but it wasn't hard to tell I liked it. After Thumpback's grand entrance, Flynn came along. Okay, Portalmasters, you guys ready to personally take a ride with Skyland's greatest pilot? Flynn boasted. Honestly, although he's quite arrogant, Flynn has proven himself to be a good pilot in the games. Maybe not the best, but an acceptably decent pilot. We all hopped onto his ship and took off for Chaos. End of Chapter 3. Alright, Chapter 4 is We've Been Hit. It felt like an eternity until we finally got remotely close to Chaos's castle. Still, it gave me a chance to talk to my fellow SkyTubers. Thumpback was too big to fit on the ship, and when I say too big, I meant it. He could step on it if he wanted it. Still, I had to look forward to the task ahead of me. I turned around and saw Becs sitting there. She seemed emotional, like she was deep in thought. I sat down next to her and looked her straight into the eyes. You okay? You were oddly silent back at the academy, I pointed out. She turned away. It's nothing. It's just, what if this doesn't end up well, she said. I looked at her confusedly. Still, I could see where she was getting at. You know, what if we don't come out alive in this? We're just two regular humans, not some comic superheroes. We might not have the powers in us after all. To be honest, even if I sounded confident, I was a bit scared too. We're fighting Chaos along with the Doom Raiders and a bunch of enemies. It was a dangerous mission, but... Becs, I said, straightforward. I don't care if the odds are against us. I don't care if we're just two normal people. We've got determination. If we stay determined, nothing can stop us, even the forces of Chaos. Becs looked at me with a few tears in her eyes. She was about to hug me when suddenly, We've been hit! I repeat, we've been hit! Flynn yelled. Sure enough, a missile had hit us, and we were about to crash into a troll military base. Everybody hang on! Crash warned. It was worse than plane crashes since we were uncovered. We crashed on top of a rocket and jumped off. No! My ship! Flynn shrieked. But it was too late. The ship blew up into 10 pieces and were spread around. Flynn was left jaw-dropped as if Jawbreaker just punched him in the face. Flynn, we're sorry. Snorlax apologized. It's fine. Pretty much got used to it anyways. Flynn admitted. You go on ahead. I'm going to call Tessa or her to pick me up on Whispers. He seemed much more calmer than I thought. Don't you hate bird travel, though? Takedown asked. Yeah, what other choice do I have? Flynn pointed out. Just get to the air and wait. We'll be back eventually. He started moving until we saw something in the shadows. Something that was not the shape of a troll. Hey, do you guys see that? I asked. See what? I don't see anything, SkyTuber replied. Of course he didn't, but my boy did. Yeah, that was not a troll, Bash said. Everyone, get in battle positions! On the ship, we decided that we wanted to take some cool battle positions to intimidate enemies. That to look cool. In any case, we got into battle positions. It was safe to say that I did not expect what was about to come out. End of Chapter 4. Chapter 5, Operation Troll Rocket Steal. After seeing you came out, I was pleasantly surprised. It was StrikerHero Camo, another one of my fellow Portamasters and a SkyTuber himself. I did a Crash Tracks episode on him and really liked his content. Still, I didn't expect him to be here. StrikerHero, what are you doing here? I asked. Well, Master Rion told me I wasn't ready to go out until I'm trained, Striker explained. But that's boring. I decided to set off here and hide here. It's close to the castle and I have Camo. Suddenly Camo appeared from behind him, shaking his tail. Oh, if Master Eon finds out, you'll be sent back to Earth, Blackhead said. Well, if it's for the sake of Skylanders, I'll make a sacrifice, said StrikerHero. We should probably just continue going, Jap said. We followed Jap through the Troll military base. It reminded me of my favorite level, Operation Troll Rocket Steal from Trap Team. Still had a lot more trolls than in the actual level. We didn't have the help of the Mabu. We got our weapons. I just had my fists, but Jap had a hammer. Brylander has fists too. Portamaster had 2 swords. Ignite had a sword. Takedown had 2 pistols. Skydad had a hammer. And StrikerHero had a staff. We all managed to defeat the Strolls, but the Skylanders oddly carried us through the battle. We did barely anything except sometimes land a shot. This is why you need training, Igniter teased, while StrikerHero just growled. We all startled. We were so startled when we were rushed through the level so fast, I was pretty sure it was a speedrun record. At the end, we were exhausted. Well, of course, except Skydad and his kids, who were riding a thumpback the entire time. And when I say that, I really mean the entire time, like they barely moved. As we made our way through, we managed to find something fascinating. It was a big cave. Wait, no, I realized, don't go in! Luckily, everyone stopped. Well, almost everyone. Of course, Skydad didn't care and just wandered in, leaving everyone outside. Oh, for crying out loud, the Sky Kids said in unison. We all went inside and immediately saw Skydad getting injured by Grenade. I simply just sighed and went to fight Grenade myself. It was something to see Bash being defused out of Grenade in game, but it was something else entirely for me and Bash to team up to take on the cheeky bomb. Of course, I took damage, but since this was only my second battle, but we managed to defeat him while everyone took on the trolls surrounding us. It was the most epic battle I've ever participated in up until then. Not that I've been involved in many battles. Sadly, though, one of Skydad's kids, Chase, got really injured in the fight. I kind of felt bad, but it was kind of erotic when you think about it. After coming out of the cave, something we immediately noticed was a rocket. I couldn't believe we hadn't noticed it before, but it was really a sight to behold. So obviously there were some options. Let's go in the rocket, Skydad suggested when the kids cheered the idea. No! Flynn told us to wait, I yelled, trying to get through his thick skull. But we don't know how much time Flynn's going to take. We should just get back to the academy, he said before I interrupted him. No, you know what? You've done enough for today. You didn't help us in battle, and you led us straight to a villain where one of your children got injured. And what did you do? Nothing. You didn't mean to be here, Duddy. So go home and make more cringy videos and be the Logan and Jake Paul of Skylanders, I shouted. Everyone else stepped back with a shocked impression. He looked at me with an angry-looking expression and completely ignored what I said. He then went inside the rocket and was about to fly off. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, Bash, I said, hopping on Bash, who used his claws to stick onto the rocket. We didn't expect him to actually fly off, but he did, leaving us hanging on the rocket. End of Chapter 5. And leaving you guys hanging at the end of that chapter. So, this story is really good. I love it. It's got a bunch of SkyTubers in it, which is so good. So, it's awesome. I have a big rivalry with Skydad in it, because you know how much I don't like that boy. But yes, let Make3.0 shine that you want to hear more of this if you are interested. So in the description, you can check out this story and you can leave reviews on it. We have 4 reviews. Let's go check the reviews before we continue. Actually, you have me going morning. Good morning. I want more. Someone named Guess says, "Gosh darn, I'm not in it. LOL." Skyburst Gaming. Oh, it's Gabe. And will there be more? Still Gabe, by the way. And Make3.0 said, Gabe, if you want, I can still add you in. I had a Striker camera after too. And Gabe said, yes, there will be more. I can't narrow down how much more will be, but I will keep writing Crash's stories. So he's going to be writing more stories to begin with, which is awesome. So you guys got to hype him up. In the description, on his channel, in this, go to review it. Tell him what you like it or didn't like it. It's good to know how much he can improve with it. Because in my opinion, it's really good. The story is excellent. For like a first time thing, it's really good. So, as I said, comments, description, all that stuff, go there and check all that out. But that's going to do it for this little episode of reading your fan fictions. So hopefully we're getting more of this one along with the one from Rainstorms, but we'll see how that goes. But as always, I bid you farewell.